guys, it's Swazo. How you doing? My eyes are really dry right now and they keep like filling with water. Something just fell off my bed. Everything's going wrong. I promise I'm not crying. I'm actually really happy because I have some new wigs to show you guys and try on for the first time, which is always a good time. You guys know I'm always up for trying out some new wigs, so today we're going to be trying out some wigs from a brand called Youvimi. I was sent 3 different wigs to review for you guys today and kind of give a little try on haul. I've only had a quick look at the wigs, I haven't tried them on or anything, so I'm going to be giving my first impressions on these wigs. So yeah, so as you can probably tell, I'm not wearing a wig right now. This is actually my real hair. You can tell this is my real hair because my hairline starts very far back, exposing my ginormous forehead, which I usually like to cover up a little bit using wigs. Forehead insecurities. Let's move on to actually unboxing these wigs, or technically unbagging these wigs and taking a look, trying them on. And yeah, so here we have the 3 wigs. I know what you're thinking, you're holding 2 bags, this is 2, you can't count. 2 does not mean the same thing as 3, and to that I would say you are correct. Basically they sent 2 of the wigs in one bag, so that's why I have 2 bags. I'm sure you guys find that very interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this first wig. They did let me choose these wigs, so they arrived in these airtight Ziploc bags, which I really like. And I also love how the bags themselves are branded. So as you can see, it says Youvimi on here. Cute kawaii Harajuku Street fashion store, and the website written on here, so that's the kind of vibe you'll be getting if you visit Youvimi. So the actual wig does arrive in just one of these standard airtight bags. So this first wig that I chose, as you can see, is this kind of reddish pinkish sort of colour with dark roots. The colour for this is described as rose powder. The material is high temperature wire, which I assume is just heat resistant fibre. I tend to stay away from heat styling these days just because I don't want to ruin my wigs, and usually they look fine how they arrive. So if you want to know how to safely heat style heat resistant wigs, then there are a few videos on YouTube showing how you can do that. This wig sells for $33.99. They do have a sort of drop down menu thing on the website that you can use to change the currency and stuff, but for some reason that wasn't working for me. I don't know if it's just my browser, my laptop just not wanting to cooperate, so I don't know, the drop down menu to change the currency just wasn't working for me. So according to a quick Google search, this would be about £26.06 for people like me in the UK. They're around the sort of price that I would usually pay if I was just browsing and came across them, especially with how good they look in the pictures. Obviously if the drop down menu works for you, then you can see easily what it would be in your country. So now that we've got that information on this out of the way, let's take this hairnet off, take out the papery, scrunchy, paper ball scrunchy thing. I never know what to call those. If you can see, this wig is kind of more of a closed cap, so I've got all of the wefts sewn in, and with this sort of fishnet sort of material kind of covering the whole inside of the cap, which I personally really like. And there seems to be a good number of wefts in here as well, which is good. It doesn't look like it will be too thin or anything. And this wig, if you can see, actually also comes with 3 of these combs that lace fronts usually come with. For me, usually most of the non-lace fronts that I receive don't have the little combs like that, so that's definitely a positive. My initial thoughts on this wig, it seems very promising, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and then we'll talk about how the wig looks, how it feels, and all that stuff. So I'll be right back with this wig on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it straight away. I am in love with this wig. This colour is amazing. I don't have any wigs of this colour. It kind of reminds me of like berries almost. I am so in love with how this wig looks. I do want to make sure I make this disclaimer. I was sent these wigs for free, but that will not alter my opinion whatsoever. Everything I say about these wigs is going to be 100% completely honest, my own opinions. Other than being sent these wigs for free, I haven't been paid, I haven't been told what to say or anything like that. I just wanted to make that disclaimer very clear because I love this wig like right off the bat. I have noticed a little bit of shedding, if you can see, after brushing it and kind of running my fingers through it. So it does shed a little bit, but it's not too bad. Usually when I brush through wigs, a little bit comes out anyway, but now that I've stopped brushing it, nothing else is really coming out, so it's not really too bad. Just a little bit came out as I was brushing it for the first time, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad because nothing else is coming out as I'm running my fingers through it. In terms of the way the wig feels, it is super comfortable. Like, it's nice and thick but not overly thick where it just feels and looks really wiggy. I think it's a really good density. The fibres feel nice and smooth, especially after brushing them. It's definitely very smooth and silky. I mean, it does feel like synthetic hair, like it doesn't feel real or anything. Just feeling it, you can clearly tell that it is synthetic, but that doesn't make it uncomfortable or anything. It is nice and smooth. It's not really itchy. This colour down here is absolutely amazing and the shine on it is really nice. It definitely doesn't have that overly plasticky shine to it. It's a lot more of a nice kind of natural shine. I will say, if you can see up here, the shine is a little bit more intense. I do find a lot of the time in synthetic wigs, black roots tend to be a bit more shiny than the rest of the wig. If you can see here especially, it does just have more of that shine, more in these sort of dark roots compared to the colour down here. You can reduce that shine a little bit using some dry shampoo or some talcum powder, but I definitely don't think it ruins the wig at all. Like, it still looks really good. I think the gradient of the dark roots to this colour down here is done just really perfectly. I absolutely love the style. If you saw when I put it on, it was so super easy. I didn't really have to do anything other than brush it through a little bit, but this is pretty much what it looks like just straight out of the bag. This is a super easy wig to wear, so really good for beginners. For my head size, the length of the fringe here is absolutely perfect. I don't feel the need to trim it at all, which is great because a lot of the time I do usually need to trim the wig or just pull the wig back a little bit so that the fringe doesn't kind of come over my eyes, but this, at least for me, is a perfect length. It's sitting completely straight on my head and just the length of everything is perfect. I don't need to alter it in any way. It's not too long, so it won't get super difficult to manage. A lot of the time really long wigs can be just kind of difficult to work with, especially after wearing them for a while. I love the way the waves are done at the bottom. So yeah, I guess that's that wig. I don't really know what else to say about it other than I absolutely adore it. I definitely do think this is worth the price, personally. I am super happy with this. I'm in a very good mood now. I don't want to take this off. But I have to because we need to move on to the next wig. So let's move on to the second wig. So the next two wigs came in this one bag. Again, it comes in this really nice Ziploc packaging, both in separate bags. I'm not sure which wig I want to try first. I think I'm going to go with this one because this is the one that I have been initially the most excited about. This was the one that really caught my attention the most on the website, so I'm going to save this one for last. And I forgot to mention as well, these wigs do come with wig caps, so if you don't have a wig cap and you want to buy a wig, Youvimi has got you covered. So let's take this one out, take off the hairnet and the little papery stuff. So as you can see with this one, this is a very pastel pink. It looks a bit more silver on camera. It's basically a very soft pastel pink that's almost white, fading into this pastel blue. The cap construction in this one is a little bit different to the last one. This one doesn't have the combs and it has a more open cap. As you can see, the wefts are kind of exposed, I guess would be the word. And this is the cap construction that I'm most used to in most of my wigs. Almost all of my wigs have this sort of cap construction. Also the elasticated straps that you hook on to adjust to your head size, which I forgot to show you with the last wig. Oh, I didn't notice actually. It has these little clips. These aren't combs like in the last wig. They're like kind of like the clips you get on clip-on extensions, where you kind of pop them open and then closed. So this wig is $29.99, so just a little bit cheaper than the other one, and that is around £23 in the UK, according to Google, that is. Again, on the website it says this is high temperature wire. The colour says just pink, although it does have the blue at the bottom and you can clearly see it in the pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this one on. So here is what this wig looks like. I did kind of have to run my fingers through and separate some of these curls to make it look a bit more like the picture. In the picture this wig definitely looks a lot more pink, whereas in real life after putting it on it kind of almost looks a bit more lavender in a way. Like it does have the hint of pink in it and the very pastel blue ends, but the colour isn't quite the same as in the picture. This is definitely like an icy sort of appearance as opposed to a nice pastel pink to blue. I've also noticed that this isn't quite as comfortable as the other wig, and I do feel like it looks a bit more wiggy. I do still think this looks pretty cute. I think with a kind of dolly sort of look, doing some makeup with some doll eyes or something would go really well with this wig. I think it would look a lot better and just look really super cute, especially if it was paired with some Lolita sort of headgear and a nice Lolita dress. I think this would look really nice. I feel like with just a little bit of dry shampoo this shine would be completely gone, so the shine definitely isn't that bad. In the picture on the website the wig definitely looks a lot more wispy and delicate, whereas this is a lot more thick. I feel like I would like to cut a few more layers into this and try and separate the curls more maybe. Maybe this would be cute in like some pigtails like this. I'm also not sure if the colour suits me that well, but I do like the colour. It's just on me I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to wear it a bit more and see how I feel about it and try it with some different looks. The style definitely isn't bad. Like I do really like the shape that it has. I feel like some of these curls are a little bit difficult to work with, but I think with a bit of time and styling and maybe cutting in some more layers I think it would be really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly try and put in some pigtails to see how I feel about it, so I'll be back in just a second. That might change my thoughts on this completely. I need a chocolate break. So I just really quickly put this wig into these two pigtails, just really quick. It's not really the neatest thing in the world, it's a little bit messy, but I just wanted to quickly put these into two little pigtails just to see what it would look like, and I definitely prefer it this way. I think I really like how these two pieces look at the front with the light curls through them. Like I said, it is a little bit messy just because I did it really quickly, but I think this style is how I will mostly wear this wig. With this wig just being unstyled, I'm not really sure if I really love it, but I think this wig does have a lot of potential to look really good, and I already like it a heck of a lot more just with it in this style, and I really like the way the colour gradient works with it in this style as well. I'm not really sure how well the colour shows on camera, but with it being the light pink up here and then these pigtails are mostly the pastel blue, I think it looks really nice. I do like it a lot more than I thought I did just with it in this style, so let's take this off. So moving on to the last wig, let's take this out. Now this cute little grey wig actually comes in two parts. So this is the base wig, but it also comes with, if you can see through the plastic with it reflecting the light, I hate how loud plastic can be. So this wig comes with two little buns, if you can see here. They both also come wrapped in hairnets. So this is what the little buns look like. They are made of the same synthetic hair, just obviously styled into a bun like this, and they're wrapped around a sort of hair clip, if you can see. It kind of looks like a monster. So before putting on this wig, again I'll give some quick information about it. So the price of this wig is $36.99, so a bit more expensive than the other two, but that's definitely understandable because obviously they come with the little hair buns, and that translates to £28.37 according to Google. So the cap construction of this wig is just exactly the same as the last wig, just in black. So yeah, let's pop this on and see what we think. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing about this wig is it's definitely the shiniest of the three. It's definitely comfortable, like the hair feels nice and silky. It's not itchy at all, it's really nice and lightweight, and I do really like the style of these waves and everything. It is quite shiny, like a lot more shiny than I would have expected it to be. Looking into my mirror to the side of me, it looks absolutely fine. The shine doesn't look like an issue, but looking at it on my viewfinder in front of my window, the shine does look a lot more strong, but it really doesn't look that bad in my mirror, so I don't know. Either way, it could do with a little bit less shine, but I know there's a trick you can do with fabric softener as well to reduce the shine, but I've personally never done that. This does look a bit lighter in appearance compared to on the website. Like the top bit up here is quite a bit darker than this, and there's more of a contrast between the top and the bottom where it gets lighter, and it does look a bit fluffier on the website as well. Maybe I can make this a little bit more fluffy to match it, but the colour is definitely lighter. I don't hate it, I just kind of wish, like the other wig, it was a bit closer to the colour on the website. But now let's apply these little buns, which I've been excited for. Like I showed you, these come with little clips here that you kind of just obviously clip onto the wig. That's really easy to apply, just kind of clip it on. I definitely like it a lot more with these buns in. I think that looks super cute. I do still wish it looked a bit more like it does on the website, but I love how you can get 2 different hairstyles from this. Like, you don't have to wear the buns all the time. Maybe you could get even more than 2 different hairstyles depending on where you want to put the buns and stuff. But yeah, I think this actually looks really cute. I'm pretty happy with this actually. The more I look at it, the more I like it. But yeah, so that is all 3 of the wigs. I guess that's pretty much all there is to say about these wigs. So let me know in the comments which your favourite was. My favourite was definitely that first one, the reddish pinkish sort of wig, but definitely let me know in the comments which your favourite was, and also let me know how you like to apply your wigs, because I had a thought while I was putting on my wigs each time. I know there are a lot of people that like to kind of turn their wig upside down and they kind of like dip their heads into the wig and then whoosh it back. I personally could like never do that. I never liked doing that, but let me know how you like to put on your wigs. I feel like I see more people putting on their wigs the flip way. I don't know, I'm just interested in what people like to do. So thank you so much to Youvimi for sending me these wigs. I really greatly appreciate it. I'll leave a link to their website as well as links to these wigs in the description below. I think they also gave me a coupon code, but I don't remember what it is right now, but I will write it on screen and also write it in the description so you can use that for money off. I'll also leave a link to these contact lenses in the description below. These are the My Honey Brown lenses from Pastel Dreams, and you can use my coupon code SWAYZO for 10% off. If you want to follow me on my other social medias, my Instagram is SwayzoChan and my Twitter is SwayzoChan with an extra N at the end, and my Facebook page is also SwayzoChan as well. But yeah, I guess that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click the little notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I shall see you guys in the next video.